that's a really good question. I think honestly, now that I think about it, we were freestyling. You know, we didn't have like a major plan, but I realized that we had to split the team in two always and have like checkup points because the protests sometimes I don't know, it'll be 100,000 people and then they march and then they get to the area of like confrontation between the police and the people, and that's where the group of resistance would like protect the people. So that, you know, that's kind of what we wanted. We wanted the cool footage, but we also wanted to record everything. But if the police got a hold of the situation, they didn't want any press because the press was showing what was happening, you know. But at the same time, there was this weird rule that the government didn't want to touch press. So the press was somewhat protected if you wore like all the stuff, you know, to show that you're press. But if they caught you alone, they would just take all your shit or like break it, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, we figured this out early because some of the guys we work with and girls were in they were just filmmakers, you know, they were not used to being in this type of situations. So I was like, okay, stay with this team, you know. So he built kind of like a family, and then they would just move in a unit, you know. And then that's when we didn't run the risk. But when we found ourselves like following Nixon, for example, then the what is it, the Secret Service from the government started following the team, you know. So I was like, okay, man, we have to like disconnect the team from Nixon, and I had to find another shooter that wasn't necessarily like a filmmaker. He was just a normal guy. And I was like, okay, you follow Nixon, but he was part of the resistance, so he knew how to like maneuver that. So I had to kind of like switch the pieces as I saw like the danger. And first we start with the 5D, and as the protests slow down, we move into C300 because we actually started like documenting, you know, more like documentary style with interviews and things like that. And then, yeah, we kind of play it by ear for sure. A lot of the B-roll footage we had to get with, you know, small Sony like portable cameras, you know, like a phone. And even during that time, one of the guys actually got taken by the secret police because he was filming like, I don't know, like Chavez propaganda. You know, I wanted a lot of that. We had 4 days in the schedule, and he got like taken the first day, but nothing happened. Nothing happened to him. He got released. But that's how difficult it is to film in Venezuela. You know, and I'm talking about the political tension to film. You know, there's also like a lot of violence. You know, people will rob you. It's also like hate. You know, I don't know. It's Wild West.